Good morning. Get everything ready here. Let's get everything set up. Let's see. See if your boy's on. Get this shit popping. Are we live? Yes, we are. Good morning. Good morning. It is 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time here in Long Beach, California. Welcome to 2Mex TV. It's Monday. Let's warm up here. My name is 2Mex. My name's Alex, and we're live, man. uh, YouTube and Twitch. I want to say what's up to everybody that's on Twitch. I want to say what's up to everybody that's on YouTube. This is 2Mex TV. For those that don't know, we are consistently trying to provide a show for you 9 a.m. Monday through Friday on 2Mex TV. As our station is about 2 weeks old. Appreciate you. And yeah, man, just want to let's get this started here. Hope everybody had a decent weekend. I know personally for me, it was a trial, the tough weekend, man. I'd like to start the show off by saying rest in peace to the homie Tesla from a underground group out here in Los Angeles called Disciples of the Sick. Unfortunately, on Saturday, I heard he had passed away, and so I want to send my condolences, all my love to the homie Tesla and his family. Um, in the last month, him and my other homie Rec One, who's also kind of a joint family, Psycho Realm family, Disciples of the Sick, Unity Project. You know what I mean? I wanted to make sure that we pay respect to our homies. As far as Tess is concerned, I knew the brother from years, from him being in Disciples of the Sick, and me, all of us kind of being like Psycho Rome affiliation with the homies and shit. And I recorded a couple songs with him at his studio. Like I said, I played shows with Disciples and just seen them around. We're part of the same. We're all part of the same kind of like hip hop family. So I wanted to express, just let them know that nothing but love and respect. And what I'm saying, once again, I've been emphasizing this on my IG. Please, 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 please take the time today, at some point, whether you watch this or not, take the time to tell the people that you love them. You know what I mean? Reach out to your friends. I have this fascination with trying to make people feel better. I'm personally fascinated by trying to, like, tell people to feel better, and I love to make people feel good. I'm very blessed as someone, once again, not to go back to shit, but as a diabetic with congenitive heart disease, kidney failure, a fucking amputated leg. I've got issues with my vision. In February, the doctors told me I was gonna die in 5 days. That kind of shit. As someone that goes through those kind of traumatic situations, it's the love, the positive vibes, the prayers, the friendships, people calling me, people coming to see me, all that honestly has kept me alive and kept me strong. Your love, and that kind of thing keeps me strong. So in turn, as I've learned, and I didn't have to go through diabetes or the leg amputation. I didn't have to go through none of that shit to appreciate this. You know what I mean? I was already feeling that years before. So I've realized many years ago that the one thing that we all need is attention and love, and someone to listen to us. So I've always practiced listening to people and caring. And to be honest with you, I find it a joy to try to spread joy and try to help. You know what I mean? We're all humans with faults and shit like that. But we can help. We can help. Let me say hi to people already in the chat room. What up, Craig? Lego my Craigo. Long hair 5150. What's poppin', man? Yes, right. Utopia in the house. Eddie, what's good? What's going on, Eddie? Welcome to the show. Uh, Clouds Cookie Rocky. Cookie. Good morning. And yeah, man, people falling in here. I appreciate y'all. So yeah, man, I just wanted to start the show saying rest in peace to Tesla. And he was such a nice guy, handsome cat too. You know what I'm saying? I'm a heterosexual man. I have no problem saying he was a handsome dude. You know what I'm saying? Really chill, and he was always nice, bro. He was a really nice guy, talented brother, engineer. Anybody knows that some of my best friends, shout out to D Ski, shout out to Sully, two of my best friends, even shout out to Roz, Ill Remedy. Some of my best friends are engineers, and I gravitate towards people that are a lot of engineers because they're hardworking, stay in the studio. They're studio rats. The way because I lived with my boy Deesky for 13 years, and there was a studio 2 feet away from me. I became a studio rat because people like Deesky were put me up on that game. You know what I mean? So shout out to people on Twitch. Jason Sandoval always checking in, man. Your support is unmatched. Thank you, Jason. Um, so I gravitate towards people that are engineers or musically inclined. So what I mean, Tesla, I have nothing but respect for you. You know, many a random night we'd be in a parking lot. I'd see you with all the Big Duke Street team people, the Cycle Realm at the Cycle Realm shows. Sometimes at my shows, you came and played at some of my shows, and you know what I mean. Just nothing but love and respect to you and your family. And once again, before we even we're about to get into the show. Just want to say, man, take the time to tell the people that you love them that you love them. Me personally, having gone through a couple near death situations, I learned. They say this thing of give people their flowers while they're still alive to smell them, right? So, me when I lost my leg and was in the hospital and all that bullshit, I it was like I almost died, right? I was in a coma. I almost, how do I say it? Like, it's like when you almost die, you get a sense, people were celebrating you, the new, people were, it was on the internet and prayers for 2Mex and the GoFundMe and A, B, and C and like all these positive messages and people and their kids and all this shit, testimonies. That shit kept me alive. So I got to like see a little bit, it's unfortunate that it takes someone to die for us to celebrate them. And that's the thing that kills me. That's the thing that really kills me. Like, as much as I want to, like I said, like my boy Rec One, rest in peace to Rec, who passed away recently. Rest in peace to Filiano's dad. Rest in peace to Die Young from Jose. His dad passed away, and all the Kiku's, Kiku from Visionaries. His wife's husband passed away of COVID. And so it's like there's a lot of, it's like it's like sometimes people have to pass away for us to celebrate them, and I fucking hate that. I fucking hate that it kind of happens like that. But me personally, in my personal experience, when I went through my sickness, which has been a couple times now, I get all this love and shit, and it's like you almost get to feel the love that you would have felt if you died, and then you see all these people celebrate you, but you're still alive. So like, for me personally, I appreciate it. I obviously appreciate still being alive, but I appreciate it so much that I want, while I'm alive, and I think all of us, while we're alive, we should love each other unconditionally. You know, I spend a lot of time sometimes reaching out to people and just telling them I love them, and they're just like, why? And I'm like, I don't know why. I don't even want to know why. I just, can I love you unconditionally? Can I tell you that you're wonderful? You know, sometimes in the man woman dynamic, can I tell you that you're beautiful? Like, I don't want to fuck you. I just tell you that you're beautiful because you are. God made you incredible, and I just want to appreciate you. I'm not trying to fuck you. I'm not trying to get at you. Just want you to know you're beautiful. You know, people, all the people that treat me kindly. If you ever hit me up on Instagram, you can follow me 2Mex OMD, the number 2MEX OMD. If you ever follow me, you know, people text me messages. I hit them with a voice message back, even though it drains my phone, even though I have to every day erase all the messages and shit. Uh, fucking, I like to leave voice messages. They just seem much more personal. and you could express yourself in a correct way than this fucking text. I mean, also because I'm kind of going blind, so I'm just tired of texting and misspelling shit. Every time I text somebody anything long, I misspell words, and I'm not into that. But you know, so please take that time. There's nothing wrong with taking 5 minutes. Dude, we spend so much time on IG or just bullshitting, capital bullshitting, that we could take a few minutes a day. Not only the people around us, like your wife or your husband or your parents, but just people, friends, people that treat you well, the people that respect you, people that care. Just tell them that you love them. I get random calls from one of my tia Oti, who I never considered myself growing up being tight with them, and she always calls me like every X amount of months. I just wanted to check in, mijo. I just want to tell you I love you, and I hope that you're well, and I know that you're gonna get better. And dude, you have no idea the power that brings. You know what I mean? The power, you know, not to be on some celebrity name dropping shit, but literally one of the first people when I was in the hospital with going through the leg amputation and all that initial incredible drama that I was going to. Literally the day after I was in the hospital, on Instagram, it was not to name drop, but like Slug from Atmosphere as an example. Slug from Atmosphere, and he had like his little child, and he's like, "Get better, 2Mex," and was like, "Get better, 2Mex," and had like his kid, and like he used his platform. This is why I use my platform. He used his platform to shout me out and to like show me love and set up things. And dude, his power, his platform brought attention to thousands of people of my plight, and thus in turn turned hundreds of people to reach out to me. And that's the kind of shit that, like, honestly, it keeps you alive. You know, I've always heard these stories of, if anybody knows the boxer Manny Pacquiao. I'm a big Manny Pacquiao fan. Shout out to my homegirl Linda Crespo and her man out at Apollonia's Pizza in Mid City. Incredible pizza, by the way. Oh my god, if you ever want to have real fucking top notch restaurant pizza, Apollonia's Pizza. I mean, they got rattlesnake pizza. That shit is fire. Anyway, Linda and then they work with Manny Pacquiao, and one thing I learned about Manny Pacquiao was, before he fights, right? So Manny Pacquiao, he's if you guys don't know about him, besides being a championship boxer, he's also runs for like government out there in the Philippines, right? And he gives poor people money and all this stuff like that. I heard that when Manny Pacquiao comes out to fight, like from the moment that he comes out of the ring, right, when he's coming out, you know how they got the intros with the music and they're coming out, from that moment to the moment the fight's over, he whether he pays or they just do this because they love him, I think he pays them, but he pays like homeless people, like 10,000 homeless people, to fall to their knees and pray for him. And so whenever you see a Manny Pacquiao fight and he starts coming down that runway, there's 10,000 people in the Philippines that that pray for him from the moment he starts walking down to when they hear the fight's over. And that energy, I best believe that energy is helpful. And I personally feel that energy from your random prayers, from your random positive thoughts. I want to give a shout out to uh, a woman named Vanessa yesterday, who I've never really met but is a fan. And Vanessa hit me up on Facebook of all places and was like, "Hey, I make banana bread for friends. Can I drop you off a banana bread?" And I'm like, I'm a fat ass. I'm like, sure. I didn't even get to say hi to her. She dropped it. If anybody knows, I live in the back house in a back apartment. So like a lot of people always Postmates and everybody drops shit off in my front porch of my front house. But she's like, "Oh yeah, I just fucking dropped off the banana bread." And I was like, "What? Oh, you should have said hi." She's like, "Oh, I'm dropping off a lot of banana bread to people." I was like, "Cool." I go grab it. Dude, there's like a little bag with 2 mini loaves of banana bread. By the way, I killed one of them already yesterday. And in fact, if anybody comes to visit me today in Long Beach, you can have the other banana bread. I want to share that. But she also put a can of Lysol. There was like a can of Lysol in there, right? And I was like, "Why is there a can of Lysol?" And I didn't understand. In fact, when I saw the can of Lysol, I almost thought my front neighbor, Filiano, and his lady, Claudia, I was like, oh, this must belong to Claudia. This ain't mine. And then I took it and I was like, I hit her up. I was like, you left a can of Lysol? And she's like, yeah, it's valuable. Lysol's valuable. You could have, use it, sell it. And I was like, sell it? Why would I? And then she's like, and it was like the thought. It took me a second to wrap my mind around the thought. Not only did this woman just come and drop me off food, bread, which I ate, and I have one more to share. And she brought me Lysol, like to be clean. I mean, it's just the thoughtfulness of that, to be blessed, to have people that are strangers, and I'm connected to them through art, through music, through this medium right here. To think that someone would drive to your house and bake something and just give it to you for free, and give you some, like, that's what I want to dedicate my life to, helping people, or like, if I can only do it through music, through friendship, through praise, and through advice, and through conversation, and through listening. And so, as long as I'm alive, I'm going to continue to make art and be me. But those blessings that I receive, I just want to figure out how to pass them through. And doing a show like this, you know, investing in a show like this, to get this equipment and do this is part of that. So let's go back to the messages real quick, man. So yeah, I want to also thank everybody on Twitch. Jason, what's up? Ink Eater, good morning. Good morning, Ink Eater. Very talented person. Good morning. Bruce Banner checking in, always supporting, man. Bruce Banner, Jason, always checking in. Lego Macrego, what up? You're very. He said you're very low. The volume is very low. Can you hear me? Yeah. Can you hear me? All right, cool. Random calls like that are the best. Yes, 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 I agree. So, what's up, Ink Eater? Yes, yes, yes. Baby J, what up? Good morning. Victim 13, good morning. Just want to take a second to say what's up. Eddie, Circus needs to be a guest on your podcast. Man, we need to find Circus. Chris W, orale, good morning. What up? Yeah, we need to find Circus. Adrian, what up? Good morning. Circus from the Shapeshifters. Anybody know where Circus from the Shapeshifter is? Reach out to me. Last I heard, he was in San Pedro and living in a halfway house somewhere. And we, as a member of the Shapeshifters, I love Circus, and yeah, I just hope he's well. He's out there, man. He's out there dealing with the things that we're all dealing with. In fact, the crazy thing about Circus, if anybody knows about the Shapeshifters and knows about Circus, knows that Circus is one of the deepest songwriters ever, especially on the topic of the New World Order, of Illuminatiism, of all this kind of shit. And to me, one of the lessons so am I, as far as researching about these kind of things and expressing it through my music. Circus is like a prophet, and like most prophets, they live a life of being chastised for their prophecies. You know what I mean? One of the things I realize is that the craziest people that we deem as crazy, sometimes they're not that crazy. It's just that the thoughts that they express, and the vision that they see something that others can't see yet. And so it's easy to deem people as crazy when you don't understand them. And especially when we're talking about scary vibes of, look what's happening. We're in the matrix. Hi, welcome to my matrix. I am in the matrix. I just choose to enter my own matrix and try to be positive inside of my matrix. Welcome to the age of artificial intelligence. Welcome to the age of cybernetics. Circus, like I said, like I always say, he was like a prophet, and a lot of the things he's always talked about pretty much have manifested true. But when you really scream from the rooftops, anti-establishment, anti-governmental, anti-Illuminatiism, when you really live that life, when you really live it, not no fucking fake ass weekend warrior protesting bullshit. When you live it, anybody can repost some message, but when you live it, you get scrutinized, especially when you have government attention. I for one can speak upon that because I have had government attention. You are watching a podcast of a man who has been on the American Subversive Activities list. I've stood at the Staples Center in front of the Democratic National Convention talking shit to the government, having the Department of Justice follow me home, having me put on a list, the American Subversive Activities list, being banned from Canada for 8 years. You're talking to a person that's had to have conversations with the California Secret Service because they've called up above records and needed to talk to me about being on the radio, about talking shit about the president. You're talking to a person, shit, you're even talking to a person that dated for 2 months, dated an ICE agent. You know what I mean? I've had feds try to infiltrate my friendship circles. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes, especially way back then, like not it's not nothing happening now, but shit, circa 99, circa 2000, circa 2001, when we were really like kind of like LA Underground, LA Underground was really kind of at its peak for my generation. My vibe was, Freestyle Fellowship was 93. All of our shit was like Freestyle Fellowship, Souls of Mischief, Far Side was all 91, 92, 93, 94, 95. Our era was more like 99, 2000, 2003 era. But you're talking to someone that has dealt with the government as far as censorship, as far as they've come to talk to me, bro, because motherfuckers know that when you have power, and that is dangerous to try to wake people up. And Circus is a person that wakes people up. So I don't know where Circus is at. I hope he's good. I love Marcus. The last words he said to me still ingrained in my head. I put them in a song. One day the power elite will fall at the feet of those that have the least to eat. That's why I can't sleep. That's the last thing Circus said to me. He said, "Follow me until the unlimited continue." I think about that all the time. Follow me until the unlimited continue. So anyway, shout out to Circus. Let's see who's back in the room here. Chris, orale. Craig, Lego, my Craigo. I love you, Craig. You know I love you with all my heart, bro. You're the man. Thank you for being in my life always, bro. You're blessing me. Eddie, what up? Eddie from, sorry, I'm blind, dude. That's why I really am going blind. That's why I'm looking at this shit. It's the only way I can look at this. From Luminaries, knows where he is. Well, tell that fool to reach out to me in the IG, please. Eddie, what up, Eddie? Yeah, man, I'll have him reach out, please. Chris, what up? If there was a way to have Circus on here, I'll have Circus on here, bro. He is uncontrollable, but yeah, I'm down. I love Circus. AWOL1 was here yesterday. Shout out to Tony. We came by. We were talking about Utopia, the secret saviors of underground hip hop, which at some point in the future, as we grow this podcast, once we're ready, for those that don't know, I keep talking about it. My boy Craig, myself, and my boy AWOL1, we started a new company called Utopia, which for anybody that knows about Grim Image Records, Utopia was going to be the original name of Grim Image, but we ended up with Grim, and thanks to my boy Doodle. What's up, Doodle? But we're creating a digital trading card company, and the first series is called The Secret Saviors of Underground Hip Hop. So we're creating digital trading cards that will only be available to purchase through Bitcoin and all that kind of shit. We're kind of stepping into blockchain and Bitcoin and that future thing. So I'm educating myself. My boy Craig put me up on it. We support right now. We support blockchain heroes and do Topps baseball cards, Garbage Pail Kids, all kinds of those fucking pogs. I'm not into pogs, bro. Shout out to Craig if you're listening still. Fucking, I can't buy digital pogs though, man. I never liked regular pogs. So I can't buy a digital pog, but other cards are hella interesting. Also, too, shout out to Craig. He sent me the first. It was like a NFT, like a podcast. I was really interested in. Hopefully, we'll build onto that shit too. There's so much going on right now. The world, technology wise, the world's moving at a faster pace, and people do not fucking understand. if you don't pay attention, like the all deadly jism says, evolve or dissolve. If you don't evolve, you're gonna dissolve. And honestly, technology is literally taking a sharp left turn once again, like it always does. And if you don't pay attention, man, you're gonna fall off that cliff, and you're gonna be put in a place where you're not gonna be prepared for what the future is. You know what I mean? So be prepared. But let me see. Let me give some more shout outs. Adrian, what up? Eddie, what up? I'll have him reach out. Hell yeah, that's what's up. Why why do people he? I don't know. What is that? It says why do people he? I don't know what he means, but anyway. So what did I want to talk about today? Like I said, I had a really tough weekend, man. The homie passed away, and ever since that happened, it just death just weighs over you kind of sometimes. And Saturday night was really I did my radio show in East LA at the Boyle Heights Arts Conservatory, and it was very therapeutic, man. We played some Disciples, we played some hip hop, and we try to I try to. I was gonna cancel the show when I found out he passed away. I was like, "Fuck this! I don't want to go do the show." But then I was like, "Nah, it would be best to go on the radio and shout him out for 2 hours, and at least throw it out there in the universe. Like, just throw out, we miss you, man. We love you. We acknowledge that you're transmigrating to another place." So I was like, fuck it. And it was cool, a blessing. And yesterday I woke up, just not to switch subjects, but football was on. Raiders. I'm a Raider fan. Raiders. So you know how to wake up and watch the Raider game. I had a really, for the most part, I had a good sports day, except for I was going to say a bad word, except for the whack ass Chargers winning. Fuck the Chargers. Chargers suck. But Raiders won. So I went to a sports bar in Westminster. Shout out to the homie Brown Plague. He's got Keggers or something. He's got a sports bar in Westminster. Really like dark. I mean, this month I think it's because they said they just opened up, and like bars right now gotta open up all privately. It's like a secret shit. Like you gotta go around the back, and he's got this bar that's kind of like a Hooters, like you know what I mean, with the girls and shit. But it was so dark. I'm blind, right? So it's like so dark. I could barely see their asses. I think I saw the booties, but I think I saw some ass, but I couldn't tell, bro, because it was so dark. You know what I mean? It was like so fucking dark. It was really dark. It was like going to like a speakeasy. But they had TVs, and they had, I don't drink beer, but I drank. Craig, you would have laughed. I drank 2 Budweiser, bro. I forgot what Budweiser even tasted like. It tasted like sugar. It was kind of weird. But I hadn't had a Budweiser in fucking like, I honestly haven't drank a Budweiser in like 20 years. But when you go to a bar, you got to drink, man. Like I try to order a bitch drink, and they laughed at me. The bartender, I was like, you don't have, if anybody knows me at a bar, you know that I don't drink alcohol. So I when I'm confronted with having to buy something at a bar, I'm always like, you have any ciders? Even though I have my own beer. We'll talk about that later. Oh yeah, I got a new beer coming out this week, so we'll talk about that in a minute. But anyway, um, so fucking yeah, I'm at the bar like, can I have a cider? You have an apple cider? Peach. The girl's just like, we have beer, Budweiser, Miller. I was like, whatever, bud. Watch the game. Raiders won. Couple homies, I put it on IG that I was gonna be there. A couple homies came by, dude. I literally have brothers standing next to me. We're talking. I can't even see their face because I can't see. And then like if you look at my homies IG, it's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like a Hooters, right, with the hot chicks, whatever. I swear. And there was the bartenders, whatever. I swear, bro, I couldn't. I mean, the waitress was like 2 feet away from me, talking to me like, "Hi, honey, what can I get?" I could not see her face because I'm going blind. I could barely see the booty. I was like, I think I see the booty, but anyway, Raiders. But not only did the Raiders win, but the fucking Clippers lost, dude. And if you're from LA, if you're a Laker fan like me, shout out to Craigie too. Remember when we went to Vegas after the Lakers won? I think it was like your birthday or something, but the Lakers happened to win, and then we all took off to Vegas. Oh my god, that was like the greatest trip ever. Anyway, Ink Eater, dude, don't apologize for going blind. I'm partially deaf. Yeah, no, I get you. Life is crazy. Says, well, I'm partially deaf. Gotta do, it's amazing the things we have in the palm of our hands and when we can still accomplish despite the circumstances. I agree. In fact, you know, that's the crazy thing to me is that kind of like now that when once again when God kind of like hindered your senses, because now that like I am kind of cloudy, my eyes are cloudy, man, it makes me appreciate things so much more. And I mean that when I mean like a pretty face, like a beautiful woman's face, or just a picture of something beautiful, or just friends or family looking at my nephew and my dad. And I think that you don't appreciate the shit until it's taken away from you. Just like with my leg. So when I got my leg, for those that don't know, I got my right leg amputated under the knee. So and I have a prosthetic, so I walk around. But how about after you get the prosthetic, after I get my leg chopped off, of course I want to run. You think when they cut my leg off, I want? Do you think before they cut my leg off, there was a priority for me to go jogging? You think that I ever prioritized running? You think that I ever prioritized skipping, jumping into a pool? No, never gave a fuck. Now that you get your leg cut off, you're like, man, I wish I could get that leg and run. You know, I want to sweat. I'm always joking around, sweating. One of my homies is Will I Am from the Black Eyed Peas, right? And that guy's a billionaire with a B, and I'm always joking with him, like, I'm always joking with Will, like in IG. I'm always like, buy me a leg, nigga. Like you fucking, you fucking Dr. Dre beats doing ass fucking. In case you don't know, Will I Am helped organize the Beats by Dre deal with Jimmy Iovine and all that bullshit. Like I mean, he's Will I Am from the Black Eyed Peas, bro. Like this fool gets $500,000 checks like it ain't nothing. And I'm always like, buy me a leg, homie. and the kernel of that joke is really just, I don't need a leg, but it's just like, I want to run. And not until you lose those senses do you feel like, if God cuts your leg off, then you want to run. God's fucking with my vision right now. I appreciate everything I can see a lot more. It's crazy, you know. Sometimes I'm on Instagram just scanning through the IG, looking at my friends, and I look at them in a whole different light. Because sometimes you could be my friend and come visit me, or I can go see you, and you could be standing 5 feet away from me, and I can't see the definition in your face. I was telling AWOL1 yesterday, um, that I was like, I love you, Tony, bro. I was like, I cannot see your face. Like AWOL was like 5 feet away from me, and I was like, I know who you are, but I can't see the definition in your face, Tony. And it's like only because I've known you and I know what your face looks like. And in fact, right before he left, we were outside and I like stood real close to him so I could see his face. Like literally, like he could probably smell my bad breath. And I was like, dude, I love you, bro. And it's like, that's where I'm at right now. You know what I mean? And like even on IG, it's like I appreciate people on a whole nother level. You know what I mean? And I think that's why I'm so like I've always been emo, but it's like fuck, bro. Like I'm more emo now. So Ink Eater, I appreciate that. That means a lot. That you say that because I can relate. Bruce Banner, what up? Raider Nation, Victim 13, Raiders. I love it. Butt salad. We got butt salad in the house. Going to listen to you while I drive this morning. Thank you, man. Yeah, that's my point. The show's going to be on 9 a.m., like a morning drive show for people. These podcasts are just for people that have jobs maybe, and they're bored at work and they're able to listen to shit. And you even if you have, like, I have a Spotify premium with mad playlists, right? I do a radio show, so I've got like 10 10 weeks of shows, plus like my own personal K-rock mix, plus like a love songs mix, R&B, all this bullshit. As much music as you gather, you still get tired of it. We need to hear humans talk, you know what I mean? So that's why that's why this podcast network is going to be important to me. Hopefully it'll financially help. You know what I mean? You can PayPal me 2Mex at Gmail. You can support the machine. You can go to 2Mex.bandcamp and download the album. Support. You can pay for my McDonald's, that my Postmates or my Lyft to dialysis. You can support the machine, but really this is therapeutic, to me. So anyway, let's see what's popping right here. We got the Space Coyote 82. Good morning, dog. Good morning. Butt salad. I know it says butt salad. Battery. Okay, your battery 3, but it says butt salad. Yeah, I would look into that, bro, because I don't want. Why would butt salad be butt salad? Anyway, all right, I'm gonna call you something else now. What up? Things change. Yeah, they do. I remember the guys. I remember those guys. Let's see, the Space Coyote, a way of hitting. Yeah, man. So shout out to people on Twitch. Jason, what up? Raiders, Ink Eater. I feel you. That that wanting to run like I could never stick my head under the water because the ear surgery. Damn, see, that's some real shit. And before we never took, we never paid attention to that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Eddie. I'm a high school teacher, and while my students are working independently in Zoom, I listen to the show. Thank you, man. That means a lot. That means a lot. See the power that we're doing, man. Butt salad is delicious. Jason has spoken. Jason Sandoval has spoken, and he said butt salad is delicious. So get at him on the butt salad tip. But anyway, Ink Eater, like you're saying though, or like I was saying, it's like, yeah, you know what I mean. It's like when as God has taken my senses. For me, it all goes back once again to loving unconditionally. You love unconditionally, and I think learning that is one of the greatest lessons that I'm learning in my life as I get older is loving unconditionally. You know, I love you. Why? I fucking just love you. Why? What fucking reason? Can I just love you? Can you know? Can I just care for you? Can I just feel that I love you and I want to protect you? I think a lot of times we associate that so much with sexualness. It's like, I have a song on my new album that's coming out, Ghostwriting Songs for God, that says, in case you didn't know, I don't want to fuck you and go. I just want to love you and stay. Nothing's going to get in my way. I'm too proud not to say. Then in a circle of something I pray, but and it also says that song was speaking of talking about the FBI and all this shit. There was a period, I'm trying to think how many years ago it was, but there was a period for just 2 months where I dated someone. Her name, I won't even say her name, but I dated someone that 2 years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah, no, not 2 years ago. I'm fucking tripping. This is before I lost my leg. 5, 6 years ago. Yeah, I'm tripping. 5, 6 years ago. Yeah, this is before the leg. Um, I briefly dated someone that was like that. When I started talking to them, they were like, "Oh, I just graduated from Quantico," which, if anybody knows, is like a FBI, CIA school, and they were like this and that. And we try to hang out, and this person showed me their day, which was like jumping in a Fed car and following. She was like, all I could tell you is that I follow, like, she said a race of people. Like it was like somebody from a specific race. I won't get into it because I don't want to get into these things, but too much. But she was like, yeah, I'm basically like have to follow someone for 12 hours and like log, they're criminals and other weird shit. And that situation with her did not work out because she was super stressed. And when you have a job like that, it was just like not a good thing. But you know, going back to that concept, I had this person was like basically, not to get too much into their business, but she had lived a life where her dad had cheated on her mom like 100 times. So she was like, man, my dad cheated on my mom 100 times. He cheated on my mom so many times. So, but in her mind, because, and so she was like, I don't believe in monogamy. She was like, I don't believe in monogamy. I don't believe that you can be with one person and just love one person. And I came to the conclusion from her growing up that it was like, she was like, because she loved her dad so much, she was kind of trying to justify her dad cheating on her mom so much, like hundreds of times. She was like, my dad's does something where he travels a lot and he cheats on my mom all the time, always, over and over and over and over again. And so she was like, I don't believe in monogamy. And I was like, well, you're just trying to justify, that way you can just continue to love your dad and justify his cheating. And by saying that monogamy doesn't exist, it justifies your mom, and you can like try to spill that to your mom and be like, yo mom, it's just that monogamy doesn't exist. So to me, it was almost like a justification for the cheating. And it kind of like, and we didn't work out. We're friends. I mean, I haven't spoken to her in years, but we're friends. Funny shit is, she ended up dating. I think she's still with a dude. So after we didn't work out. Funny shit is, after we didn't work out, she still was a friend, and she supported. She came to a show, and she met my homie that was a bartender at a show, and they've been dating ever since. I think they live together. So it's like, more power to them. But anyway, but that whole thing, there was a thing. I had wrote a song. I think it's like second verse of this song, because these songs that are coming out on Ghostwriting Songs for God are pretty old. Um, there's a part where I say, you know, where I say something about. Let me get this right. I love you, and I'll take you as you are. You can have the doubt. Never really tell me what it's all about, and all the issues that haven't passed you, and you could talk. I don't want to hear. I don't need to worry about issues that are past due, or your feelings for your past dude. Keep them in your heart. Call them when you want to. Never would I want to ever take anyone away that loves you. And what I was saying is that, you know, when you date people, when you meet people, sometimes they have other people in their lives that they were with and that they love and that they care about. I don't ever want to take anybody that loves you, because let's say me and you dated, or me and you are talking. I would never want to take anybody from your past that you love away from you. I don't ever, for the rest of your life, want, just because you're talking to me, you not to talk to somebody else. Like, in the sense, not romantically or like sexual partner way, I'm saying in life. Like, you know what I mean? So many relationships are strained because people are like, oh, you're with me now, so you can't even talk to none of your ex. Dude, anybody in life that you love and that you care about, anybody from your whole life that you dealt with, that you love and care about, you should never want to take anybody away from that. You know what I mean? You should never want to take anybody away. And for me, when I date someone, especially, once again, when you think somebody's attractive, if you think your girl's attractive, obviously other men think she's attractive too. And women are always getting harassed. Women get constantly harassed by men since they were born. Since a woman was born, they've been completely subjectified and harassed. So for me, I was just telling someone in that song, look, I accept you as you are. Accept me as I am, and I accept you as you are. There's people in your life before me, and so at some point you loved somebody else. You were in love. You've been attached to people. I don't ever want to take that away from you. I personally have ex-girlfriends of mine that I've been friends with for 20 years, and we're cool. I don't. It's like it's all about love and appreciation while we're on this earth. And so that's something that, to me, I strive for. And sometimes it's a weird vibe, with other people that don't abide by those rules. Let's go back into the thing and say hi. um let's see what's up. Shout out to everybody on Twitch. Shout out to the Space Coyote. Shout out to Psychosomatic Blockage. What's up? How you doing, love? Butt Salad got me laughing out loud. Fuck it, bro. It says butt salad, so you're butt salad right now. Coyote. I can appreciate the fact that we're human, Yeah, yeah, for sure. You know what? It's me being older too. I'm 47, and I'm not like, I don't know how you say it, but like you're still horny, bro. And like you still, but you're just not that fucking complete psycho animal driven by your dick person that you are when you're 20. And you're just like this need to conquer everything and just fucking wilding out. That's fuck. I mean, I understand these hormones when you're younger. I think when you get older, like someone like me, I've just chilled the fuck out. I've been all over the world. I think traveling means everything. Honestly, I encourage everybody to read. People, you ever heard that concept of like, why people, the thing about food, the most incredible thing about food is that when you eat good food, it's like something that rich people and poor people can share. You don't have to be rich to eat good, you know? When you eat good food that's what made with love, and I don't mean, and I'm not talking about shit being vegan or not. I'm just talking about food made with love. Rich, eating well with your family or with yourself or with your friends, with your sharing a meal, breaking bread, that's that's living rich, that's living well, and that's something, a bond that we can share. You know what I mean? And I think that reading is education. So reading is power, reading is wealth, reading is education, and information gathering is knowledge is wealth, and that makes you rich. Traveling the world and seeing the world, leaving your neighborhood. Right now we're in COVID. I understand fools aren't really going places, but reading, traveling, that's wealth. You gain knowledge of the earth that we walk on. That's wealth. You know what I mean? And that's why sometimes I can't listen to these rappers, the motherfuckers that don't read, never left their neighborhood. You know, traveling, experiencing life is wealth, and when you share that, you're wealthy, and you're doing the universe a service. I've been all over the world. The hip hop, dude, my parents are mad poor. Hip hop took me all over the planet. People like my boy Craig, Grim Image Records, Water the Plants Records, all the record labels, people that have supported, they've helped me travel this earth and gain this knowledge, and I can only use these platforms to help because platforms were provided for me. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's how I feel about. But when it comes to the man woman dynamic, or just in general, I love people unconditionally, and I just want to do that. You know what I mean? I'm not no fucking shaman. I'm not no fucking guru. I'm a person that makes mistakes. I'm ignorant. I've made mad mistakes. I've burned bridges. I fucked up. I have vices. All of us have vices, and but just I fight it, man. Every day I wake up because of this platform right here. I have a platform to help, and I'm gonna keep rolling out. But let's get off the corny shit that I'm talking about. Anyway, Enrique Morales, shout out to my brother Alex. What up, man? Much love to everybody tuning in. Bruce Banner, lemon cookie break, lemon cookie weed. Oh yeah, that's right. You got that fire, huh? I know, man. I haven't vended. Anybody knows I be trapping in Long Beach. I've got my own products. I've got my own 2Mex medicated chocolates, 250 milligrams. I've got my own sour strings. I've got 1,000 milligram syrups. I've got these social distancing joints. Those social distancing joints came in handy yesterday, though, when I went to go watch the game, because at halftime I went to smoke a joint, and I was kicking it with all these vatos, and I was like breaking them off with Jays and everybody. The joints, dude. So I have this little thing that makes 48 joints at once. So I buy like a pound of weed and then turn them into 900 joints and then sell them for $1 or give them away. And dude, you have no idea how one joint makes someone happy. It's just like giving somebody a J, and they're little, dude. It's like $1 J, like just giving people J's. I love it, bro. One of my goals is to buy 10 pounds of weed, turn them into 9,000 J's, and just walk around handing J's to people. So that's another thing we're gonna do in life. That's gonna be my other hobby. You know what I mean? The sour strings are bomb. They are. Shout out. Oh yeah, you've tried them. You've been here. I love it. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for supporting that. I appreciate that. But anyway, so going back to the my little weird. By the way, in case for anybody that's watching this show, you know that I am schizophrenic, I guess. I'm not schizophrenic, but my topics are schizophrenic. You know what I mean? Like every episode of the 2Mex podcast is gonna, I'm like schizophrenic. So, you know, we could be talking about hip hop, trading cards, wrestling, love, whatever. It's gonna jump around. But anyway, so going back to that, dating that person that was a fucking agent, it was crazy. But my point of that whole conversation was that in that particular relationship, as brief as it was, you know, there was this concept of like you know, we all have baggage. We all we all have people in our lives from the past, and I don't. When I get, you know, I'm not married or you know, living with someone at the moment, but when I'm ready to take that step and get married and lock it in, I just, you know, for me, it's important to love everybody that I've always loved and to not have anybody want to take that away from me. And so subsequently, me not want to take that away from my partner. I don't ever want to take you away from someone that you love because we love each other. I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody or you can comprehend that. And to be honest with you, I was talking about this with someone because we were talking about dating people with kids. I'm 47. I don't have kids. I've never been married. I've never been engaged. I went so heavy into this hip hop. I was so dedicated into my hip hop career that I never purposely. I had opportunities to get engaged. I had opportunities to live with women. Shit, I had many opportunities to have children. And in fact, I personally, not to get too much into my business, but I was very, man, I should have been sponsored by Trojans. I was fucking like not gonna have sex with anyone without a condom. And if a condom broke, I was right there, like, take this morning after pill. Like, I was fucking wilding. And some of my friends know. I've had to shout out to my boy Freddie Fresh, who I've had to like literally be like, Freddie, can your girl go with me to CVS? Because um, they won't let men buy the morning after pill, whatever. And I've had to be like, can your girl, can I pick up your girl and can she take me to, can I take her to CVS to buy this pill because I need to give it to somebody, you know, like I was wilding, you know what I mean? I'm not wilding, but what I was saying is I was very diligent about not having a child. You know what I'm saying? Like very diligent. I was a little more really hyper concentrating on that. It was actually a point. And one of the reasons why some of you guys know, when I was 12 years in Mexico. So when I was 12 years old, and this is, you know, I'm 47, so you're talking about the 80s. During the 80s when AIDS was cracking, the first wave of AIDS, when I was 12 years old, my uncle Danny, and I don't know if my family on my dad's side even wants to admit it, but from what we know, you know, my uncle passed away of AIDS. Like he was very young, bro. He was like 20, and back in like the 80s, and he passed away of that. And so ever since I was 12, that concept of like, you know, wear a condom and all that shit was very in. I was into it because of I understand that as my uncle passing of that. And then between that and when I was like 16, 17, I didn't have sex till I was 17, but when I was like 16, 17, starting to make out with girls and do shit, my parents were always like, my dad and specifically was like, do not get someone pregnant or else, especially when I started making music. He was like, if you have a kid, if you get somebody pregnant, you're gonna have to stop this music shit. And I was so into the music shit that I was like, no, fuck that, I'm not gonna do that. So I was very diligent about wearing a condom and having safe sex, and which is good. I'm glad, you know, and I'm blessed for that. But also too, I also in my early 20s, late teens, early 20s, some of my best friends um, had kids young, and I saw them struggling emotionally, going through shit, and not even financially from having a kid young. I just saw them struggling emotionally. Shit, this year I see my friends struggling emotionally, having kids with someone that they're not with, you know, and going through the baby mama drama and the this and that. And me personally, as someone that has dated women with kids before, I once again I had to learn that when you date a woman with a kid, they forever, no matter what, whether that relationship worked out with the baby's dad or they're with them or they're not, they have a child, two kids, more kids, I don't know. But when you're with somebody that you have a child with, that's a forever connection. Forever, forever, forever connection. And one thing I learned when I dated someone with kids was that no matter what, no matter how close you grow, they will you have to understand that they have a relationship, and it doesn't, once again, it doesn't have to be a physical one or a romantic one, but they will forever be linked in the universe having this child with their baby's dad. And so you must understand that those connections, you must respect them, you know, and never try. One of the reasons a lot of relationships like that don't work is because when the new person steps in, they're on some like, you better not be talking to the dude, and you know, you better not. I find ultimatums to be full of shit. You know, we don't need ultimatums. You know what I mean? We need understanding. And I personally, you know, that's something that I've learned through the years of like understanding that, if especially if you date someone with kids, you know, respect that and understand that they're gonna forever have a connection that that you can't be jealous of, or that you have to let that be. And maybe if you let that be, then that respect will be mutual, and there'll be respect for you, you know what I mean? And I think that's important. Let me go back to the chat room. um Ivan, what up? Struggled, struggled anyways. What's the difference? He said, if struggled anyway. I don't, you gotta explain that to me. Bruce Banner, what up? I don't, let me try to get that message. Let me try to understand what you're saying. He said banana OG, banana split, banana gelato. Oh, you just telling me what the menu is? Okay, you got that menu. Selfless. It's called selflessness. Yeah, it is called. Word up. Love it. I'm passing out. I'm passing out J's. Yeah, shit. I got social distancing J's to pass out. But anyway, banana tangy. Oh yeah, I got some banana tangy. My damn self. I was out there. I won't name the city, but I was out there with my paisa farmers last week, selling some trim. And oh yeah, my homies got 30 to 100 banana OGs. They're good though. They're more like mid. They're outdoors. You know what I mean? They're like, I get them for 1,300. I'll probably pass them forward for 1,350 or 14. So that's something I'm gonna do in the week. I'm out there. I'm out there hustling. See if anybody wants them. But right now the economy's mad slow. You know what I mean? This economy shit is real. You know what I mean? This bullshit we're dealing with is motherfuckers. You think when people government took that 600 check, motherfuckers are hurting. You know what I mean? So even the weed game is hurting. You know what I'm saying? I've got, you know, even me personally selling the products I sell, things have slowed down a little bit, but it's because of the economy. Shit, it ain't that the products ain't tight, because my chocolates are fire. Shit, the syrups pass, man. When I had surgery on my arm a couple weeks ago, I started downing them 1,000 milligram syrups. Well, in and out of consciousness for days. Even now, my sleeping patterns are like, I go to bed at like, I used to go to sleep at 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, wake up at 9. Shit, I go to bed at like 9, wake up at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning with nothing to do and shit. It's funny. I woke up today at 3 in the morning, and I was like, what the fuck? It's 3. I've already slept. And I was like, I smoked a joint, and then I was like, let me check my IG, you know, let me check the internet. And then my IG wouldn't work. And I was like, what the fuck? My IG was not, like, nothing was working. And then I realized I didn't pay my phone bill. And at 3 in the morning, I had to like turn the lights on and like call T-Mobile and fucking pay my phone bill. And then my IG came back on. And I was wondering why yesterday, like last night, I was wondering why I wasn't getting any phone calls, because my phone's always blowing up. And I was laughing. I was like, oh, that's how I forgot to pay my bill. But I paid it. I paid it. I gotta pay my storage bill. I need to go back to San Bernardino, man. I'm scared to lose my storage that I pay $60 a month on. I've got a Tupperware container full of WWF wrestlers and another Tupperware container full of pictures, and everything else in that storage means nothing other than the Tupperware of pictures and the Tupperware of WWE wrestlers. There's probably clothes and posters and all kinds of shit I don't give a fuck about anymore. I need to go out there though. I need to pay my storage. But Black Label, what up, Bruce Banner? Black Label, yep, yeah, man. My boy Bruce Banner got the packs, man. If y'all need them, holler at a scholar. You know what I'm saying? Butt Salad said I got a brother-in-law that's a controller. Oh, that's controlling us like that. Yeah, man. But you gotta love. The thing is, man. Like I said, just going back, one of the greatest gifts I feel like I'm learning is to love unconditionally. You know, Saturday night when I found out the homie passed away. I mean, dude, my boy Reg passed away. I've literally had 6 people die that I know in the last month and a half. People are dropping like flies. And a lot of it not it has nothing to do with COVID. It's stress. Stress, man. We've been thrown off a rhythm. The new world order is in effect. They're really pushing towards we've been conditioned. We've been preconditioned. Now there's an aggressive move to condition, you know what I mean? So we have to be conscious of that. There's a lot to deal with, man. I feel bad for the youth who have to deal with sound warfare, germ warfare, misinformation, disinformation, fake news, shady politicians. I mean, what side, when it comes to politics, who do you side with? Do you side with the satanic pedophiles, or do you side with the criminal money gouging racists? You know what I mean? Do you want to fucking roll with people that hate your race and are stealing all the money from the government, just grifters? Or do you want to roll with satanic pedophiles? like, what kind of choice are we left with? You know what I mean? That's the fucking shit we deal with. So of course we tune out. We tune out music, television, movies, relationships, the internet, distractions, drugs, alcohol, gambling, womanizing, fucking, I mean, porno, fucking, you know what I mean? Sports, uh, just distractions, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? We create, you know what I'm saying? Internet personas. People, there's so many people on the internet that I've met that talk all this big shit, and like they have all these outgoing personalities, and they're funny and memes and all this outrageous shit, and then you meet them and they're some of the most awkward, quiet, can't even talk on the phone, socially inept, socially can't even talk people because it's so easy to hide behind the internet. You know what I mean? I try to be the same person. The same person I am to you right here is the same person I am when we talk in person. I'm the same person 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Anybody that has known me for 5 years or 10 years or 20 years can tell you that I'm the same person. And to me, I just try to be consistent like that. Shout out to Baby J. Real talk. Hell yeah, thank you, Baby J. And thank you to everybody that's on here. I'm so excited. We've only been on, this is like the 6th show, and we're rolling, dude. We're rolling. The station's picking up. Every day people are subscribe and like forward this shit. I'm excited. You know what I mean? Like I said, at some point we'll have thousands of people in here, and I'll be able to like kind of like monetize it and be happy. Every day that I wake up and somebody's listening to my music, like, if I wake up and I look at my email and it's like, cha-ching, somebody bought an album of Mexican descent, somebody bought my album from 1997, and it's, 2020. It just makes me feel accomplished, it makes me feel like worthy. And like I said, with all the love I receive from people, and I don't mean financially, I mean spiritually, good vibes, all that, prayers, friendship, conversation, communication, attention, loyalty, support. with all that I receive, how can I not turn into a vessel that does that? And so, I'm hoping to use this platform, Instagram, the radio show that I have, to do that. You know what I mean? If anybody has any questions, this show is pretty improvisational and shit. So, go in the chat room and ask me a question. I'll answer it. You know what I mean? But other than that, you know what I mean? Oh wait, we got a message here. Let's see. Ink Eater, real talk. I lost my abuelita this year to pancreatic cancer in May. Feel you on the losing people. It wasn't. She was 96, but crazy how you don't. People don't talk. Yeah, it's true. I mean, it really is true. You know what I mean? It really is true. You know what I mean? Like we really don't appreciate each other until we're gone. And I started seeing that when people pass away, and then all of a sudden everybody would go look through the photos, you know, look through the old photos, like or like or like I mean I do this myself, when people pass away, I like chime in with a testimonial, and it's like, well, shit, I remember 10 years ago we did this, homie. I love you and I miss you. No, I fucking should tell you that I love you and I miss you while you were alive. You know, I want to share a story with my boy Nawi Olin. Rest in peace to Nawi Olin, a good friend of mine, a great friend of mine. I would say top 10 best friends. My boy Nawi Olin, who was a member of Aslan Underground. He was also, if anybody knows out there from the Beat Swap Meet, he was a vendor. Him and his brother, they were like toy vendors and record vendors. This fool had an immense. His brother now has it. I'm sure his brother took over the collection, but him and his brother had a big record collection, a big toy collection, they were all into beer, all kinds of dope shit. Great guys. I'll never forget my boy Nawi Aline, who lived with me. I love this brother. He passed away. And oh shit. And I'll never forget 2 weeks before he died, he called me. And he would call me. And he was very lazy. I love Nawi. Nigga was lazy. He'd always be like, come see me, man. Where you at, man? You should have hung out, man. That's how now he talked to me. Now he called me 2 weeks before he died, and he was like, "Come over, man." He was like, "Why don't you come see me, man?" And I remember him telling me, he's like, "I feel like shit, man. I feel like shit, man. Come see me, bro." He's like, "Oh, I feel like shit." And instead of listening to him saying he feels like shit, he was calling out to me, man, saying he wanted my friendship and my time. And I should have went to go see him. And I remember just being like, because I know him. I know this fool drinks 12 Newcastles a day. Motherfucker. I mean, he smoked weed. We smoke weed tough. I don't mind smoking mad weed with him. But he drank so many beers a day all the time, bro. If I go see him, when I would go visit them, be listening to music and joking and all fucking. This fool would always call me like, "Hey, your new music sucks." He's like, "Your Mind Clouders." He'd be like, "OMD is the shit and the Mind Clouders is the shit, but all your new shit is whack." Like, he just called me to like bust my balls and shit. And he'd always be like, "Your new shit is whack." Anyway, so this fool called me and was like, "Come see me." You know what I mean? And I would always be like, instead of coming to see him, the last time he called me before he died, I was like, "Yo, stop fucking. You know why you fucking feel like shit? Because you're fucking drinking. Stop drinking 20 beers a day, bro." Like, and I went into chastise mode. Like, I went into judgmental mode. And all of a sudden, I was judging him and being very judgmental. And I went and I was like, "Well, stop fucking drinking, stupid. Stop drinking. Stop drinking. Stop drinking." And dude, and that was the last conversation. I like literally got mad at him. And I was like, "Well, fuck, dude, stop drinking so you'll feel better. All right, I'll see you soon." And then he passed away, bro. And I didn't get to see him. And I felt like shit. he called out to me, man, and it's just like, and those are the lessons that I have to learn constantly, constantly. I'm gonna learn them all. I'm still gonna learn them, even if I'm telling you this shit right now. Like I'm gonna learn it, and so I want to, tell people that I love them and I care about them, and I want to spread, me being a rapper, that people enjoy my music and people look up to me because of the music. I, when you hit me up on IG, sometimes I'd rather leave you a voicemail, and people are like, man, you actually, the fans are like, you actually took the time to like voicemail me back, and I'm like, yeah, and if it makes people feel good, and I could provide that, then I will. The music's all I have, bro. I'm a shitty person. I can't really do much for you, but if I could do it through the music, or through here, or through a radio show, or through a playlist, or through talking, you can hit me up and we can have conversations about what you're going through. Then if we can do that, then I'm with it. You know what I mean? But anyway, and let's see, we got another message here. Oh, let me see. We got a message. Somebody said freestyle. You know what? I've got to tomorrow we'll freestyle. Oh, maybe I'll freestyle, but my speaker's dead and I can't find the fucking cord again. No joke. I have a cord this long, and I think it keeps falling behind my bed because every time I plug in my speaker and I charge it, whenever I unplug it, a day later I can't find it. I turn my bed over, I can't find. I think it fell in the crack between my bed, and so I kind of I need to move my shit and find it. But I'm gonna plug my speaker in tomorrow, and I'll start playing some music. Platform Collection sent me a bunch of beats. Um, by the way, too, people, anybody know Platform Collection? You should go check out Platform Collection. They've got a lot of great hip hop podcasts. My boy Kill C Ray. They're the people that actually set this whole shit up for me, and I support Platform Collection. I used to have my original 2Mex podcast on Platform Collection, which if anybody knows, the 40 episodes that I did will be all be put on 2Mex TV. So keep looking out. Besides these videos, keep looking out on 2Mex TV because all 40 episodes, which is like 80 hours of footage, will be uploaded onto 2Mex TV. So all the people on Twitch and YouTube can enjoy that pretty soon. And that's like 90-minute interviews with Sick Jack and Key Cool, King Magnetic, Reverie, um, Open Mic Ego, and so on and so on. And I'm gonna, and with this station too, since my show's on at 9 in the morning and I just started it a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I haven't really got guests here, but I'm gonna pretty soon have guests here and people can zoom in and shit. I just, since I'm kind of blind, I can't I haven't been fully master control yet. I'm gonna figure that shit out. But anyway, um, he says, "What's up with the freestyle?" We'll get into that in a second. Yeah, my abuelita was my best friend. Never realized in her care I was always, yeah, took it as I was visiting my best friend. I'm sorry to hear that, but it's good that you celebrate her. You know what I mean? It's important that you celebrate her. What's up, Jason? McDonald's offer coffee today. I had some already, bro. I woke up at fucking 3. I woke up at 3. I didn't even go to porn X video and jack off like I do sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, I need to sleep. I'll just go to X video and jack off. You know what I mean? I've got my presets and shit. Or like maybe I've had so much sex in the past when I was a rapper that I just go back into memory mode and I can just masturbate off the sexual adventures I had. But every now and then, I'll go to X video. I didn't even do that last night. I went to sleep, bro. Woke up again and was like, it was 5, and then around 6:30, I was like, I'm hungry. And even though I went to Mother's, anybody know about Mother's? It's like a Whole Foods out here in Long Beach. I went to Mother's yesterday. I came up, man. I got some pepinos. I bought some cucumbers that I cut up with salt and lemon. I've got carrots. I've got some salad dressing for the carrots. I've got some pickles. I bought 2 apples. What else did I buy? Water. Is that it? Is that all I bought? I bought pineapple um salsa. I bought some chips. I think that's it, bro. So, but even with all that, I had to order my McDonald's coffee. Yeah, it's in the freezer, bro. I drink like half of it, and then I put it in the freezer, and then I drink it later because it's a lot of caffeine, you know. French vanilla coffee from Mackie D's, and a hash brown is my. That's why I want money, bro. I need money. I need your money. PayPal me 2Mex at Gmail, so I can afford my daily Postmates habit. Cause two hash browns, a sausage McMuffin, and a coffee with the delivery and everything is like $15, bro. But I'm lazy like that, and that's my morning meal. My afternoon Postmates consist of right now. I've kind of I for 2 or 3 months since COVID hit, I've personally been keeping Jersey Mike's sandwiches. Since COVID hit, I have personally kept the Jersey Mike sandwich Long Beach location in business. I think I must have eaten like 25 to 35 Jersey Mike's turkey sandwiches with bacon. I literally every day at 5 I get a Jersey Mike sandwich, but I've been cooling out on them. I fuck with Raising Canes. Anybody fuck with Raising Canes? Let me know if anybody fucks with Raising Canes, man. Uh, I like Raising Canes. Somebody, my boy Aaron, put me up on that shit. That shit's fucking good. Sully was telling me about. Shout out to Sully. Sully's in Mexico with his dad. Sully was telling me about Raising Canes. That shit is fire. So I fuck with Raising Canes, Jersey Mike's, and then last week it started to get cold, and I needed some hot food, which is why I got a chicken soup yesterday. But I fuck with curry. You know, fuck with Thai food. I love Thai food. But I think last week, like Tuesday and Wednesday, I got yellow curry. Like Tuesday, I got chicken curry, and Wednesday, I got shrimp curry with potatoes and carrots. I eat a lot of potatoes and carrots, man. But so yeah, so your donations to 2Mex at Gmail. When you PayPal me, it goes directly to Postmates, bro. Because I'm dropping 30, 40. Like I'm going broke, bro. I'm dropping 30, 40 bucks a day on Postmates. I'm so lazy. I'm serious. I'm like fucking. I'm like a Postmates MVP. In fact, I punish like when Postmates because I live in the back house. So sometimes it's really important to me that the Postmate physically give me my shit right. Whenever the Postmates are very lazy and they like just leave the food on the porch. Like even this morning, I didn't do it this morning, but motherfucker left my McDonald's on the porch. You fucking bitch. Fucking don't you know ants could get on it? So whenever they do that, I didn't do it today, but usually when someone just leaves it on my porch and doesn't talk to me like a human, I hit Postmates up and lie to them and tell them that I didn't get it, and then they give me a rebate. That's how I do it, man. Anyway, let's go back in this room right here. Thank you guys for and dude, I swear, if you guys wouldn't talk to me, I'd be talking to myself like a mental patient. Anyway, let's see. Butt salad said my dad drank and smoked himself to death. I'm sorry to hear that. 61. But the way his journey, and I loved him all the way through. Yeah, man, for sure. I mean, that's the thing, we're not on this earth to be judgmental. A lot of my homies, I have homies that died young and went hard in the paint. Anybody know my boy Existerio? He's like a roach that won't die. You know what I mean? Me and Existerio. This is me and Existerio. You ever seen a roach that you spray with Raid and they're like on their back, like that's me and Existerio. That's a lot of physical. That's a lot of physical comedy right there. Anyway, thank you for sharing that, bro. Bruce Banner, what up? Baby J sounds bomb. Hell yeah. Enrique Morales, about what you were touching on earlier about women. I met two beautiful souls, women, and fell in love and had to choose, and I had to cut one of them out. Beautiful person. Yeah, man. I mean, well, if you're getting into sexual relations and romance, then, it's best to make that choice. I understand, dude. There's times in my life I have a girlfriend, and yet I still have women in my life that I'm not necessarily romantic with, but I still want them in my life. You know, me once again, me and D-Ski, my boy, shout out to D-Ski. Back in the day, we used to always like, and I'm talking about 15 years ago. Me and D-Ski I remember me and D-Ski were always like, man, I can't find a real girlfriend. I can't find a real, like, a all around perfect woman. So like we would have different women in our lives that serve different purposes, in the sense of like, you were like, oh, I have this woman in my life that I talk to on the phone. I have this woman in my life too that I would go on dates with. I would have this other, and it was like you were looking for, I don't know if it was a lack of commitment, but sometimes, yeah, sometimes you have multiple souls in your life that you care about. And whether it's romantic, for me, I always, like I said, women, the man woman dynamic always based on sexual romance. I feel like I've grown past that, and want something more spiritual and a best friend. That's what's important to me. And sometimes you're dating someone and there's somebody else in your life too, that I don't know if it's romance or not, but you don't want to lose them. And I don't want to take that away from anybody, because you know what? I'll tell you this. You don't want to take that person away from your person, because to be honest with you, that person's not going to go away anyway. And whether you like it or yet not, your girl's still texting that other dude, and maybe they're not having sex or being romantic, or maybe you don't know it's romance or whatever, but that's going to be like that. So it's best to be accepting, because a lot of people don't want to give up the person that they like, other people that they have in their life. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I wish LA, SGV. We need more people like 2Mex in hip hop. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me, man. That really does. Ink Eater, I need. He said need to Jersey Mike's. Never had it. One out here. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, in Florida. You're in Florida. Oh, in Fort Lauderdale. You're in Fort Lauderdale. Oh man, you gotta listen to my boy Bluebird. Shout out to Bluebird. My boy Bluebird's out there in Florida. Yeah, Jersey Mike's is good. You know what? I'm a Jimmy John's man myself. That sounds gay. Pause. I'm a Jimmy John's man. That's hella gay. Anyway, pause on that. But fucking Jimmy John's, I love Jimmy John's. But because of COVID, Jimmy John's doesn't deliver on Postmates. So I started fucking with Jersey Mike's, and dude, I got cracked out on Jersey Mike's, and now I've been fucking with Jersey Mike's ever since. But since I went to Mother's yesterday, I'm not ordering Jersey Mike's today, bro. I still got. I need if I don't eat this vegetables and shit that I bought, they goes bad. So today I'm eating carrot. When I get off of this, I'm eating carrots and all that bullshit I bought. Anyway, but yeah, you know what I mean. We can't take people away from the people that they love, because to be honest with you, secretly they might not ever be going away. I have people in my life. I have women in my life. I've had a woman in my life that I know is dating somebody, and me and her are never not romantic at all. We're just friends, but she still be like, "I love you," like we're friends, and she's like, "I fucking love you," and I was like, "I love you," and I was like, "Yeah, I love you too." Like we're cool. Like it's not. No one's cheating on anybody. It's just friendship. You know what I mean? Maybe, but see, when you date someone and you get jealous, you think that that's a jealousy thing. You know what I mean? That's not always the case. It's just, you know, it's important in our lives to have positive reinforcement and to have people, tell you that they love you. You know what I'm saying? Thai food is my favorite. Thai is my favorite food. I'm just starting to get away from Thai food. I mean, I visit eating Thai. I had to stop eating. I don't eat it hardly anymore. But my favorite dish, I used to order it every day, was Tom Kha Kai, the coconut milk soup with the chicken and the mushrooms. Shout out to Original Thai Barbecue. Shout out to Ill Brother Chat. Him and his dad own like 20 original Thai barbecues all over LA and Vegas and different places. Ill Brother Chat, and I used to eat Thai barbecue. I used to eat Tom Kha Kais all the time. And when I was in the hospital with the leg thing, and I was learning about diabetes and keeping my blood sugar low and all this shit, the doctor was like, "You can't eat that. You can't fuck with that soup, bro. It's cream and salt and all this shit." So even though I randomly still have one every now and then, I'm more conscious of it. Dude, I weigh I weigh 175 pounds. I used to weigh 330 pounds. I understand now. I don't even eat. I still order food like a fat person, but my stomach is shrunk, so I can't eat like I used to when I was fatter. But I still order like I was fatter. Butt salad. He said the big Kahuna sandwich. I've never had that one. Is that the pork sandwich? Is that good? The Kahuna? I haven't. I I'm a creature of habit. I will eat the same sandwich for a year. I've been eating a turkey. Look, I get the turkey, right? I get it on the rosemary parmesan bread. So I get the turkey with the rosemary parmesan bread. And then because it's being delivered, even though I love oil and vinegar, I love oil and vinegar. But because it's being delivered, I don't want a soggy sandwich. I hate wet bread. So I gotta take the oil and vinegar off, but then I add pickles, jalapenos, mayonnaise, and bacon. And bro, that gets me through. I had a tuna from there. For some reason I like tuna from Subway, so if I feel like I want a tuna sub, I get it from Subway. But I've had the roast beef, that's good too. The big kahuna, maybe I'll get one today. Let me see. I'll maybe I'll get the big kahuna, and when I get it I'll be like, "Oh, butt salad told me to get this." The butt salad special. just turning just turning in during my break. Just tuning in during my break. It's all love, man. I've been following you since 2015. Hell yeah, much love. I'm so excited you're doing this. Oh yeah, man, I'm gonna do this every day, Monday through Friday. So Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. It'll be on live. And then if you don't catch it, man, just look on my 2Mex TV. The episode will be on later. It's permanently on. Ink Eater. I love Bluebird. We follow each other on IG. Bluebird's the shit, man. Grim Image Records. I love Bluebird. Bluebird, the thing about Bluebird that's dope is that he's as good a rapper as he is a person. Like he's a great rapper and he's a great person. I just kicked it with Bluebird at my boy Craig's wedding, and he brought his lady, and they fucking were wilding out and having a good old time. And Bluebird's a good time, bro. If you really want to see if you want to see an incredible video, go on 2Mex TV and look through the videos. And there's something called like Grim Van, where like there's like one where like uh when we had Grim Image Records, my boy Craigie got Bluebird like a van, like a RV, and he put the Grim Image logo on it, and he fucking put like a studio inside of it, and we used to rap inside of it, and like you could perform. And we went to if anybody knows Kimya Dawson from the Moldy Peaches, her and Aesop Rock were doing an in store in LA, and we rolled up with the van, and we went to support their in store, which was crowded. And then after, we pulled up in front and just started rapping, and all these rappers like Alpha and all these rappers that we know were there, K the I, and we were just rapping, bro. And there's a video of it. I took like a 12, 13, 14 minute video. So go to 2Mex TV and check that out. That shit's dope as fuck. Anyway, Fort Lauderdale is a small world. I've been to Florida a couple times, but I've never been to Fort Lauderdale. But yeah, Florida, that's some swampy shit. That's where like I always call Florida. That's where the white black people live. That shit's funny. Bruce Banner getting radio to Postmates. You my cookies. I wish, bro. Postmates do. I've spent thousands on Postmates, bro. Like Postmates is getting me. Did Micah 9 really get metal plates in his head after being assaulted? Shit, I don't even know that story. He got assaulted? When did he get assaulted? I don't know that story. That's a crazy one. Lino Cabrera, you have to give me more info on that. What up, Alex? I still have that no leg lost t-shirt. Oh, you still got the no love leg lost t-shirt? Word up. I think Saturday was the last day of the last t-shirt that we got. Oh, speaking of t-shirts, are there any ladies in the chat room? Or if you know any girls, I just got 100. These aren't free. These aren't for sale. I just got 100 Ocaña chocolate t-shirts. They're yellow. They're beautiful. They're fresh, dude. I got 100 shirts to give away for free, but they're girl shirts. So if you know any girls that want to rep the shirt, I got free shirts. Come to Long Beach and And if you know any girls that want to come get some shirts, I've got some free Okana chocolates. Just do me a favor, wear it, take a candid picture, and send it to me so I can post it. But I've got 100 shirts. I got some guy shirts too, but I think I just made my boy Scooby bought the shirts actually. He got some for him and I got some for me. But Bruce Banner, 23. I'm on my way. Oh shit. Let's see. Ivan Mora. How how tall are you? I'm 5'9" with Afro 6'3". That's a joke from the movie Fletch. But yeah, I'm 5'9" at this from what I know, you know? Why you trying to fucking why you trying to size up my casket? Oh, excuse me. Oh man. Anyway, I appreciate everybody that's in the chat room. But yeah, man, like I said, when we love people, we love them, and we should never try to take them away from the people that they love because, to be honest, man, that's not gonna happen. You're not gonna take me away from people that I love and care about. I think the lines just need to be drawn. Sometimes jealousy is such a jealousy is so strong in life. You know what I mean? We're jealous of everything and we can't help it. It's just almost second nature. You know what I mean? Sometimes I know a lot of major personalities. I've been in rooms where people just they're so charismatic. Sometimes that's me. Sometimes I'm the charismatic one. Have you ever hung out with Subtitle? Can anybody be in a room with Subtitle and not think he's the most charismatic person in the room? You know what I mean? Have you ever been in a room with uh Cholo Lancinco and shit? You know what I mean? Like, you've ever met some of these brothers? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain. Have you ever been in a room with PSC from the Living Legends? You know what I mean? Like, just charismatic cats. Some people try to be charismatic, and then some people just are. You know what I mean? What's up to Lewis? Lewis C. Whatever happened to Spoon of Iodine? That's a good question. That's one of my secrets. Talking about the secret saviors of underground hip hop. That's one of my favorite rappers, man. Fucking dude, fucking. What is that song? Jurassic. Oh my god. What the fuck? What does I say? Fucking. Dude, spoon of iodine. Style Messiah. Hot like a volcano with fire. Iodine. Utterable, syllable, war. Criminals die. Dude. Fucking, he's incredible. You know what I mean? Never let them, false prophets. Never let them catch you. They're going on the eyes and eyes into a pattern. His head is now an ornament, a jack o' lantern. Hesitant rather than state, oh my God, I'm an atheist for Christ's sake. Never let them catch you. Never let them worship any false statues. Any mark of the beast, any tattooed forehead branded, God can't stand it. Showing you all his last name ain't damn it. One bled and another bled. I subtracted 3 6s from the back of his head. But then again, he didn't want to die. I died. Yeah, man, he's a shit. Anyway, let's see. So I don't know what happened to Iodine. I mean, he's out there, bro. He's living his life. I'm sure. I don't know if he's making art, but I'm sure he's living his life. My man Omid Od from Beneath the Surface kicks it with or talks to him still. So you might want to ask Omid. But Salad says, I'm glad you guys like my name. It's a dumb YouTube channel. He said it's a dumb YouTube channel. I have like 13-year-old humor. Y'all would probably like it. Word up. Yeah, bro, we're open here. What's up to LA 13 SGV? The album you did with Elemento and Kiku was sick. I love that album. Yeah, thank you, man. What was the name of that album? Blessing in Disguise? Is that what that was called? Yeah. So if anybody knows about Elemento from the Visionaries, in 2000, and if you know how prolific he is as an artist, in the year 2010, Elemento did this thing called the Elemento 10 pack. And so what he did was he put out 10 albums in 10 months on the 10th. So January 10th, he put out an album. February 10th, March 10th, April 10th, May 10th. And one of those albums he made was with me and Key Cool. And we made the album in 2 weeks and basically made a 10-song album. 10 albums, 10 months. Every song had 10 songs. The Elemental 10 pack. And then October 10th was the last one, 1010, 2010, 10 10 10. And then talk about the symbolism in that. But yeah, that album was dope. Yeah, there's some good songs on there. There's a song called The Rush with Evidence. And dude, I'm such a big Evidence fan. I was even trying to make an album with Evidence last year, but we didn't manifest it. But yeah, there's a song with Evidence on there. And yeah, if you go to 2mex.bandcamp, you could find that album on there. It's pretty dope, man. It's worth $10. Um, what's up? What's up to somebody from Twitch? Somebody from Twitch is on here. What up? He said, "It's a Toyota. How is Peace from Freestyle Fellowship?" I don't know. I haven't talked to Peace in a long time, bro. I haven't seen Peace in a hot minute. I don't live in LA anymore, so hopefully, if anybody knows about Peace, the house I lived with Deesky for 13 years, Peace would just show up at like 4 in the morning, drunk. Like, it's your brother Peace. He would like sleep on my porch, or like he'd need to come in, and like he'd be in town, and like everybody, if anybody knows about Peace, he has like he's schizophrenic. He has like 8 personalities, so sometimes he's hard to deal with, because he's kind of violent. He'll sock you for no reason, like, and shit. Anyway, Peace, yeah, he used to come to my house all the time in the morning and just like wall out and shit. We'd have to kick him out. Sometimes I'd have to give him $20 and just drive him to downtown and drop him off because I couldn't handle him. Like, unfortunately, there's times where I couldn't even handle him. But I don't know. I don't know where he's at, but hopefully he's not going to that house that we don't live at no more, because they probably will call the cops on him. You know what I mean? Because Peace is wilding. But I don't know. He's a genius, though. I love Peace. I love Peace. I love everybody in Freestyle Fellowship. I think they're my favorite group. You know what I mean? They're LA's favorite group. Uh, but yeah, that album with Elemento. Um, Damn, my eyesight is really fucked up, as you could tell. Yeah, Blessing in Disguise. Yeah, it's on Visionaries. You can buy it through the Visionaries channel. You can buy it on 2mex.bandcamp. Seriously, if I encourage people, like, if you do send me PayPal, instead of sending me a PayPal, just go to 2mex.bandcamp and listen to the 27 albums I have. Listen to the new album, Operation Dark Winter. That album is fresh. Dude, my music is fucking sick. I don't give a fuck. My shit's way better than the shit that's out right now. Fuck these motherfuckers. Anyway. Check out Butt Salad. I appreciate that kind of humor. Oh, there you go. See, Ink Eater. I'm gonna check out Butt Salad. See, you made a fan, Butt Salad. Lino has evidence. It says, hold on. Have evidence on your show. That would be cool. Yeah, maybe one day, bro. Maybe one day I'll reach out to Mike. I actually wanted to do an album where he was producing the whole thing. I was getting some funds. I asked him. He had gave me a price, like a homie price, which was like some G's, but at the time I think I could afford it, and I was like, fuck it, whatever it was. I was like, okay, let's do it. And then around that time, he had a personal issue with his wife passing. To be honest with you, when that happened, I didn't feel the need to be sweating him about sending me beats. So around that time that happened, so I figured I would just pay respect to Mike and leave him alone. And yeah, that kind of like, that's just the way it goes with projects. You know what I mean? Me and Merce from Living Legends, at one point, we made a group called the Brainbusters, and we were gonna make a whole album about wrestling. And we started working on it, and then he was touring, I was touring, and then my boy Memo passed away. And when Memo died, I just, I tuned out for that year. Rob One died, and so that project, the Merce project, died. You know what I mean? It just, me and Open Mike Ego were gonna make a record, and we talked about it, and then it just didn't happen. Me and Henri Osborne had a group called Walkman Coffin. We made one song. Just life is important. Life. Me and AWOL one, who was here yesterday. We were gonna, me and AWOL one's thing. We had two different groups. Me and AWOL have had three different groups that never came out. Fucking Tony. Me, AWOL one, Bus Driver, Circus, and Radio and Active. We were gonna be a group called Child Star Haircuts, way back in the '90s or late '90s. Child Star Haircuts, Circus, AWOL, Radio and Active, Bus Driver, and me. That was one group. That didn't happen. Me and AWOL were Illuminati by Nature, which is still my favorite title. Illuminati by Nature. That didn't happen. Also, too, me and AWOL one, the old one too. You get it? The old one too. AWOL one, 2Mex, the old one too. Like a boxer, like like the old one too. Like, you get that? Did you get that physical comedy? The old one too. So that one didn't work out. But you know what I mean? Like, when you're creative, you just create shit. Not all the things manifest. You know what I mean? But let me see what else we got here. It said, let's see. So yeah, that answers that question. Twitch, Insta, Instabo. What new school hip hop artists do you like? That's a hard question, man, because I don't. I look for new shit. I mean, I find some quality music in some of the new, like, local artists, like East of the River. Like, I had East of the River do a 2Mex takeover show on my radio show last week, and I got to listen to Viva Mescal, and those guys are dope. Mad Max, Kiddo, Zay. I was already a fan of Zay because me and her co-wrote some songs together, and in fact, a song I wrote with her is gonna be on my new album. But Zay, Kiddo, Mad Max, Soul Providers. You know who I'm really a fan of, and I can proudly say it. I'm not just pandering because she's cool. Vel the Wonder. I really dig Vel the Wonder's music. Um, Fuck, dude. Other than that, I'm an old man out of the loop. Like, I still listen to De La Soul. You know, I still listen to Brand Nubians. I still listen to EPMD, Slick Rick. I still listen, and when it comes to underground, I listen to Cage. I listen to Chesky. I find a lot of good music in Chesky. I listen to Kirby Dominant, um, Edon. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't new shit like I try to listen to Logic. I think that shit is whack, or I'm not feeling it. What's the other dude? Uh, Russ. I don't really like that. I'm trying to think if there's anybody that's I don't know, bro. I have no idea. I have no idea. I definitely can't listen to anything on the radio. Like, anybody new on the radios. I've been every time I'm in a lift and somebody plays something new, I'm just kind of like, I don't know, can't fuck with it. You know what I mean? But anyway, so yeah, have everybody on your show. Yeah, at some point, man. We just started the show, so we definitely will. But let me see. It's 10:40. Have I been talking for an hour and a half? Jesus Christ, I talk a lot. This is the perfect show for me. All right, we're gonna cut this up in a little bit, but let's see. Have you done anything with Factor? I mean, I did a back in the day, that song. You ever heard that song "Mental Illness" on Factor's album? That song is dope. And then I've done maybe one or two songs of Factor back in the day, but not anything recent. I fucked up, man. I love Factor. There was a time he wanted to produce a whole record for me back in the day, and I never did it. I'm a stupid piece of shit. He's dope. Anyway, going back to things that you never do. Your your roach on its back impression is next level. I know, bro. I'm telling you, comedy. Sounds like good times. Anyway, Lino, what up? He says George the Animal Steel was one of my favorite. I have a George the Animal Steel toy. I have the George the Animal Steel wrestling toy. I love that one. Yeah, Vel the Wonder is sexy. Uh, thanks to 710. Yeah, she's cute. She's super cute. I just like her music. I think she's super cool. I've always been a Velda Wonder supporter. I supported her on one of my when I used to throw shows. I think she's a talent. She's cool. She's cool. I don't really when it comes to Velda Wonder and Reverie and some like I have nothing but respect for them. Lala, I love Lala. I love DJ Lala. It's like my fucking dog right there. Whatever happened to Dr. Ludi? Dr. Ludi from the English League. I don't know. I think he's just living his life, man. I'm sure he makes music. Shit, you want to know about a group that never came out? What do you know about Dr. Ludi and Subtitle? Ask Subtitle about that. The Giants of Science. Dr. Ludi and Subtitle. The Giants of Science. Tell me that's not a cool name. You know what I want to do? Satori Mob. Shout out to Satori Mob. Oh yeah, much love to Satori Mob. I'm so proud of Reverie and Lala. I think like just killing it. Just there was a time where I did a show with Reverie where I think I opened up for her, and I saw her just like as a headliner and just fucking killing it, and I was just like, is this the same fucking little girl I seen at some little rap show fucking faded and nervous? Fucking Reverie was just like boss bitching that shit out. So I got nothing but love for Reverie. She knows what's up. Reverie's a shit. Lala Reverie. I always have love. I have mad love for Reverie and Lala when I got out of the hospital when I got my leg cut and they came to my parents' house in Temple City at the time and came to visit me. That shit means a lot. That's the kind of shit that I hold in my heart forever. That shit to me is beyond music. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean. Baby J, what's up? The Giants of Science. Yeah. Anyway, dude, I've looked and goddamn, we've been on the air for an hour and 46 minutes. I'm gonna have to get off now. We'll cut this shit. But I wanted to let you know that I really appreciate everybody that sticks with me. We will be on the air tomorrow, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. We're just gonna be try to be consistent. 2Mex TV, subscribe, let people know about this shit. And like I said, support, PayPal me, 2mex at Gmail, or go to Bandcamp and buy one of my albums, 2mex.bandcamp. And yeah, I think. Oh, anyway, you're from Satori Mob, man. Can you, if you wanna, if Bruce Banner wants to come by, can I get a couple shirts over to you guys? I would love if Reverie and Lala, and if you guys rep my shirts, can we do that? Let me know if we can do that. And let me know anybody got some homegirls, some cute homegirls that want to rep a free shirt, represent my Okana chocolate shirt. Just holler at me. Come see me in Long Beach. You know, you guys need some herb. I got some joints, some syrup, some 2Mex candy, some 2Mex chocolates. Come say what's up. Come say what's up. I'll be trapping in Long Beach, trapping. I ain't no future in my fronting from me, no fronting. But anyway, I'll freestyle tomorrow, dude. I'll come into the show freestyling. I need to charge up the battery on my thing. I'm gonna move my bed right now and find that little plug. I'm telling you, the plug's like this long, and it keeps falling in between my bed. So I need to do that. And I think I'm gonna spend the rest of the day. I'm gonna fucking stretch. I'm gonna eat. I've already eaten some hash browns, and I'm gonna finish drinking my coffee. I still got two pepinos. I'm gonna get some carrots with the ginger dressing. I've got two apples. Man, I'm fucking rich. I'm rich, bro. Have you ever heard of this group called Funky Town Pros? They have a song called "Knowledge is Wealth." I'm rich. I'm a writer. I love that shit. Steady passing them as if their body was low on potassium. Anyway, but that's Funky Town Pro. I'm gonna play some Funky Town Pros next week. Victim 13, yes. Satori Mob, shout out to Satori Mob. Support Reverie and all her products. Yeah, you know what? Let me know. I got a shirt for Reverie, for Lala, for you. Let me know, please. Anyway, so that's it. Anybody want to come over to my house in Long Beach? Come get a free shirt. Come smoke. Come say what's up. Make sure you stand real close to me so I could see your beautiful face. And other than that, Follow me on IG, 2Mex OMD, 2MEX OMD of Mexican descent. And hopefully this week, man, maybe Cholo Honsink will get his fat ass over here and do that podcast with me, the bagging one. I'm sure we will. Today I'm gonna concentrate. Today I don't have any dialysis, so I'm just gonna concentrate on trying to make some little cheese, maybe make some phone calls, try to move these packs, and get shit popping. And other than that, man, I'm chilling. I'm blessed to have your audience. I'm blessed that an hour and 49 minutes in, there's still 19 people in the chat room, and a couple hundred people are going to watch this. I appreciate you. Thank you for supporting me. And we'll talk tomorrow, man. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them on IG. And let's keep building. And you know what I mean? Like, let's love each other, dude. Times, this world is full of shit right now, and there's a lot of shit going on. But you know, through conversation, friendship, communication, love, support, positive vibes, you know what I mean, we'll make it through, man. Because it's a war. It's a war going on for our soul. You know what I mean? There is a war for our soul. Kill C Ray. See you tomorrow. What's happening tomorrow, Kill C Ray? Stay strong. Hell yeah. Oh, see you tomorrow, like on the show. Oh, I thought you physically were coming out here. I was like, what's popping? 2Mex. Shout out to everybody on Twitch. Hell yeah. See you tomorrow. All right, gorgeous. Your beautiful self. To all the beautiful people. Hope you feel better too. Shout out to everybody. God bless. I will catch you tomorrow. Man, I want to thank Platform Collection too. Support them. Check out the Kill C Ray. Go to platformcollection.com and check out all their podcasts. Dude, podcast, because of Platform Collection, they make it where I just press one button and I'm done and the shit's online. That is amazing. Thank you so much. I'm going to drink my coffee. I don't even think I'm going to jack off today. I'm telling you. You know what? I've always been stingy with my dick. You know, and that's why I don't have any kids. I've always been pretty stingy with my dick. So, especially with the condoms, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna try not to jack off for a week. I've been feeling really tired and lethargic. That'll be one of the subjects tomorrow. Let's see if I can go 7 days without jacking off. I'm gonna need your help. We'll talk about that tomorrow. We'll build on that. We'll do the Seinfeld. We'll do the Seinfeld jacking off episode. Maybe you guys want to do that. Anybody want to do the Seinfeld challenge with me? You can do the Seinfeld challenge. Maybe we can do the Seinfeld challenge together, me and the fan base, and we can see who can not jack off for the longest. And maybe we'll put money on it. Maybe anybody want to put $20 on it? We'll get like 100 people to put $20 on it. And we'll see who lasts the longest without popping off, and the winner gets the tanda. That sounds like a move right there. Kill C Ray, what's up? You down? Do you even jack off? Have you ever had an orgasm, Kill C Ray? I don't even know. I don't even want to know. Pause on that. Have a good day though. Feel free to hit me up on IG with a DM and be friends, man. Send me a video call. Send me a message. Fucking talk to me, man. Fuck it. Come to Long Beach. Come say hi, bro. I'm not afraid, dude. I don't have COVID. I've taken 4 tests. But yeah, we need to do that. The celibate. Yeah, you're celibate? You're celibate by choice? You're celibate by choice, or are you a Buddhist monk or something? We'll get into that tomorrow, man. This one's already 2 hours long. We'll get into that tomorrow. We'll see if we build a no jacking off celibate challenge tomorrow. I might be down, but only for a week, bro, because I can't. I don't know. I don't know if I really win. If we really go, I'm losing $20, so I might as well. We'll see. We'll see if we have a celibacy challenge and see if that makes people smarter or what. Anyway, I appreciate y'all to the fullest, man. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Thank y'all. Peace. Oh, oh shit.